muscle or go la 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 or something, just to make sure you're doing that. Hold it for 10 seconds and release. Okay, inversion, eversion, inversion, eversion, in and out. Okay, works the inside and the outside of the foot. Okay, now hold both legs up and your feet flat to the ceiling. Now you're going to walk on the ceiling 10 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to run 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can push through the metatarsals and the phalanges in your feet to do the bicycle. You can also do all of these without holding onto your legs. Do it according to your level. Okay? And let's see, where am I here? Okay, next, this is to prevent shin splints. The tibia bone is here, and you feel the tibialis anterior on the outside working. You push through the metatarsal, the ball of the foot, you point the phalanges and the toes stretch. Once you've pointed to a full plantar flexion, you curl your toes back. You will feel it in the tibialis anterior muscle, and flex and push, point and curl. Of course, if you dance at the studio, you know we have a floating floor, which will prevent shin splint. If you're working on cement or a hard tile, you will have problems with that unless you have correct shoes. Flex and curl. And do the other foot. Flex, dorsiflexion, push through the metatarsal, point. And these sections of the feet are also important for point dancers. When you go up on your toes, you don't go from the toe down to the heel. You have to go through the different sections of the plantar fascia muscles and the metatarsal. Point and pull. Push, point, and pull. Now you're not cheating, are you? You're working hard. Okay. So now we're going to move on. On your back, you have both knees bent, the feet are flat, the knees are to the ceiling. I will send you these instructions, okay? This is to help the synovial fluid of the spine. It helps lubricate your back and your joints. And I learned it from a back exercise class workshop from Florida Dance Masters. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is the cervical, the neck area. And it's very subtle. Don't turn all the way. It's just very little, about 5 inches side to side. And you can do this as many times as you want. Sometimes I do it a half minute or a minute. You could do it 10 times if you'd rather do that. So that's for the cervical. Now we're working from the neck down to the waist for the thoracic. Now you rock your body right and left, the torso. This is the torso only. Okay, this helps the thoracic vertebrae. Okay, it's all good for the synovial fluid, which helps lubricate your spine and all your joints. Now you go from the waist down, which is the lumbar area, the lumbar vertebrae, side to side. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to do just the knees, and the knees are very, very subtle, very small. It's not like this. That's later on. We have all those exercises. Right now we're just doing it very subtle, just for the synovial fluid in the spine. Very, very small. Okay, from here, straighten your legs and flex your foot. Okay, now stretch your push through the heel, stretch away from your abs, and straighten under the hamstring. That is a very good exercise for knees. Okay, so you stretch and hold it for 20 seconds, pushing through the heel, feeling the hamstring under the knee stretching. Do that with the other leg also. Stretch, push, breathe out. Always do deep diaphragmatical breathing for these exercises or anything you do. Anytime you move, engage your ab to prevent injuries, and always inhale and exhale as you stretch. Now we're going to pump the ankles, ankle pump. If you notice, after surgery, they usually make you do this exercise, okay? So that's a very good exercise to do also, pumping your ankles. Okay, good. Now, staying on your back, we're going to go to the back exercise and tighten the core and the glutes and everything. Okay, this is the hip lifts that you do. And we do push up like this and hold for 10 and then down. I usually like to add my arms to breathe out and push away. So I will show you how to do that. Push out, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms back, bring the arms in, and blow the air out. Now counting in another language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It makes it less boring if you count backwards, forwards in different languages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can do that as many times as you want. That's very good. Make sure you tighten your core and have your glutes lifted in the air. Okay, from here, we are going to move to our side exercises. Okay, this is on page 3. I will send it in large font or small font, whatever you find. This is get in the fetal position facing sideways and put your hand on your shoulder. Your knees are here. Okay, you're facing the ceiling with your shoulder. Your other hand is behind your head and your neck for support. Circle your shoulders 10 times to lubricate it so you don't injure it during the day when you use it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Are you smiling? 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Remember, we're at the Space Center here. Okay, when you smile, you only use 14 muscles. If you frown, you're using 72 muscles, so don't waste energy. Okay, 10, 9. This one you lift up and reach out. Don't go like this. Just reach forward. This is for your side, your latissimus dorsi, your obliques. Okay, and you do 30 of those. Everything here out is 30. Okay, so if you want to count backwards, that's fine. I'm just counting in my head right now. Okay, in Spanish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you lift your shoulder up a little bit and your head, but don't lift that way because then your neck will bother you there. Okay, from here, okay, I rock a little bit to release and relax the lumbar area. This is for your iliotibial band, which helps protect the knees. And it's always helped me if my knee bothers me. This is from Dr. Oz. Put your hand on the outside. If you have resistant bands, you can use those. Release the lumbar 4, 5. Contract everything forward. Tighten all your inner organs, all the legs. Everything is tight and hard as a rock. Now you resist as you push outside, and then you resist as you push inside. Don't do that. That's strictly for the hip flexors. We are working the iliotibial band. Relax and breathe out and breathe in, breathe out. And I usually do this one, okay, 5 times, okay, on the outside, just the outside leg, and in, and out, and in. And every time you do it, you release the lumbar, contract forward. Sometimes I use the hands like this to help, and then push out and pull in. Push back, pull back, push forward, and out and in. So you'll do that 5 times. Then straighten your legs so that you're parallel to the ceiling, okay, with your femur bone to the front, your tibia front, your kneecap, patella front, and your sideways. Your feet are flexed in dorsiflexion. Your hand can be here for support. This is for the adductors and the abductors. Okay, now we're going to work the outside of the leg, so it's the abductors, out and down. Instead of just going like this, it's better to hold and come down. Okay, and for time's sake, I won't do it 30 times, but I usually do it 30 times, okay, with the accent up. After you do that 30 times, then bend your leg here so your patella, your kneecap is to the ceiling. Okay, now you're going to do the inside leg of the adductor. Up and down. 2, hold it, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And you will repeat that and do it again. Always go back to the knee rocking to relax the lumbar. Now we got to do the other side. Make sure you do both sides. Okay, so now your right hand's behind your head and your left hand's here. Okay, the first thing we started was with the shoulder rolls, so the hands here. Breathe out, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Reverse. 10, and 9. Big circles. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, 1, blast off. Okay, now the hand is here, this hand is here. You're reaching out and exhaling. Exhale. Sometimes I push the arms. It helps me to get it here versus going up and down like that. Okay, and this you're going to do 30 times, but I won't do it 30 times. I will save some time, but you do it 30 times. These are good to do in the morning to get your body moving, and if you have aches and pains from the night before, they will go away when you do these exercises. Now you rock back and forth again. Remember, those are the side crunches for the latissimus dorsi. Do 30 of them. Now you relax. Now we're working the iliotibial band to prevent your knee problem. Release the lumbar, 4, 5, contract everything, tighten all the inner organs, everything is tight, hard as a rock, especially your core, and push out. Always use your core whenever you're doing exercise. Prevent a lot of injuries. When I hurt my back, it's been from gardening and housework because I didn't use my core. Out and in. Very slow. Lumbar release and tight and push it out slowly. It's not how fast you do something, it's how correct the technique is and the alignment. It's very important to get the alignment correctly. Good. Okay, now relax a little bit. Now straighten your legs. Remember, I'm giving you a shortcut. You have to do the long way to get the full benefit. Straighten your legs. Now we're working, which muscle is that? Didn't hear you. Okay, abductors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can do it in any language you want. And now do the inside leg for the adductors, the inside, and you hold it up. And the same thing here. You're going to do that 30 times. I won't do it 30 times now, but okay, now you roll to your back. These are arm exercises. Your knees are bent to the ceiling. Okay, we're almost on the home stretch. Okay, so you're on your back. Whoops, I'm getting tangled up here. On your back.